I'm going to help you deconstruct a George Carlin comedy skit by the numbers. And I'm going to leave it up to you, the observer, to come to your own conclusions whether or not I might be onto something.
You wouldn't know it for some of the things I've said over the years, but I like people. I do.
We're going to listen to the signs and symbols of what George Carlin says and our knowledge about the 8-bit or 9x9 cell or the 17x9 P cell, and when the snowflake starts to unfold.
I like people, but I like them in short bursts. I don't like people for extended periods of time.
So right off the bat, we know we're talking about the fifth column or fourth dimension of time.
I'm all right with them for a little while, but once you get up past around minute and a half, I gotta get the fuck out of there.
Minute and a half, 60 or 90 seconds. 60 seconds, where's your 90 seconds? Okay, now if Armageddon is this cross, okay, where the 1x5 intersects the 1x3, let's look at the other two here. Let's say a 7 and 10 is 70. 70, 80, V'd with another 10, 90, minute and a half, Armageddon code, perhaps?
And my reason for this, my reason is for one that you may share, possibly. I have a very low tolerance level for stupid bullshit. That's all. Stupid bullshit.
Yeah, okay, sure thing, George Carlin. We started off with time. We're going down the Armageddon code. Let's see where we lead to next.
And everyone wants to tell you they're stupid bullshit. And a lot of them don't know when to stop talking. You ever run into that guy? Doesn't know when to stop talking, just continues running at the mouth like verbal diarrhea.
I'm just looking at things from a different point of view, okay? I feel like I'm alone doing this. It seems very obvious to me, but we're gonna go and tackle this half of the puzzle next.
Don't know when the conversation's over. Stupid, trivial shit you don't care anything about. Things you're not even remotely interested in.
I found a pattern in Genesis 1 of the Bible, okay? Where I was able to relate the creation of the luminaries and incorporate the Fibonacci sequence into said pattern. I was able to expand on that by a lot, I'd say, and all I want to do is share my findings with you because I think it relates to free cellular energy and the truth about cellular Earth. But, you know, that's up to you.
Did I tell you about my mom and dad?
Oh look, Austin Lee Meredith, Sheila Amber Graves, my mom and dad, the GTAC, your DNA and RNA of life, your two eyes and your XYZ dimension, the 5D reality you live in and always have.
Well, my mom and dad went on vacation down to Mammoth Cave, Kentucky.
Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. Alright, maybe we're going to talk about the 13 and the 76.
This is about 6 years ago, I think. Seemed like it was about 6 years ago. 6 or 7, possibly 7, could be. Yeah. Yeah. Somewhere in there, 6, 7, more than 6, less than 7. Let's call it 6.5. So my mom and dad went on vacation to Mammoth Cave, Kentucky, and my dad found a big rock. What he thought was a big rock, turns out it was a dinosaur turd.
Found a big rock. Is it a 8-bit cell, a 9x9, or is it a, you know, a 17x9?
A petrified dinosaur turd, 27-pounder.
A petrified dinosaur turd, a new P, okay? So if you have a 17 row by 9 column structure, or P, that's going to be 17 plus 9 is 26 to create a new 1, because the bullshit, and bullshit are equal to the truth, but the truth is upside down, backwards, and flipped. 17 plus 9 is 26, plus 1 is 27. Pound turd of petrified dinosaur droppings.
You know, now that I think of it, it might have been 8 years ago.
Last, we are making our descent from the center of the 8-bit cell down into the Mandelbrot set. 8.
That would have been close to Y2K, wouldn't it? Remember Y2K? Whatever happened? Everybody's all worried about that. Nothing ever happened.
Thank you, George Carlin. And just making this video, I finally see the Mammoth Cave, Kentucky, all centered on that 13, okay? There's your K. I believe that's your K. I'm just... Anyways. It's 3, 3, 3, and 3. It's 12. A 12 is a circled 11. K is the 11th letter of our alphabet.
Big fuss. Nothing ever happened. You know? God.
Your Y. Your 2. And your K.
That's strange, you know? So let's say, we'll say it's 8 years. It was either 8 or 5.
It was either 8 or 5.
So my dad gave my mom this big turd. He said, "Here, Mom, this is a big dinosaur turd. Put it in your purse and take that home." My mom said, "Dad, I don't think this is a dinosaur turd. This thing is still warm."
I don't know, like the Gmail logo here kind of looks like a purse, but that might be a stretch.
Whoever dropped this thing is still walking around in here, and we better get the fuck out of this cave.
So if this is a Roman numeral C, and this is an actual C on the 8-bit cell, and we want to get out of this cave, the only way out is through this heart field, okay, where the sticky outy bit parts are, you know? So we're going to be entering the heart field now, on the left-hand side.
9 years ago. 9. I know it was 9 because my wife was pregnant with our first boy, Mahmoud ibn El Said ben Salam.
9! I know it's 9 because my wife was carrying our first son. 9 and 1?
And he's 10 now. Or is he? He's 11. Maybe he's 11. He's either 11 or 5.
10 now. Or is he 11? He's not 11, he's a 1 and a 3 in a circle, which is a 5.
And while all this is going on, you're searching through your mind for something diplomatic and tactful and graceful that you can say to help end the conversation.
Now, the circled 7, 13, and 110 here is a representation of the Earth, okay? We're talking about the Earth going through different ages, okay? We're apparently leaving the 4th age, a circled 1, 2, 3, 4, you know? To go to the 5th age, the only way to do that is to expand to this Armageddon consciousness of a 1 of 1 of 4 of 5 of 6 of 0. Or the 1 and 1 and 0 could be a 3, so it's 3 makes 4 makes 5 makes 6 makes 7. Consciousness. So he finishes the story in the center of the Earth. The 13, unlucky 13. But he depicted it as a 5, making the V, and you need 2 V's to make an X. It's all about Roman numerals. Finally, we've created what I believe to be collecting free energy in the Mandelbrot set. Yeah. And the sticky outy bit, you know, from Electric Light Orchestra. I'll show the picture now so you see what I mean, of the spaceship entering a new cell. Friggin' wild, isn't it? Now the truth has been hidden in plain sight all your life.
And all I can ever come up with is, blow it out your ass! 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 You know?
So, he says blow it out your ass 5 times, and I think making the V is very important, okay? Now you have to understand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 concepts to get it, okay? To get a 1 cell. That would be blow it out your ass said once. Once you understand this, and you understand that the M is going to rotate towards heaven at a 45-degree angle, and the fourth age of the Earth will be over. And the 64, 36, 21, 43, 7, 12, and 235 will fall in to be a singularity as depicted in this depiction from a Radiohead album. Okay, the M is on the 45, and the brown and yellow dots, okay, or the 1 and 4. The 1 and 4 are depicted as 2 dots. Not a line and a dot. Not a 1 by 3 and a dot, but as 2 dots. Okay? So I leave you with the other 4. Blow it out your ass. Blow it out your ass. Blow it out your ass. And blow it out your ass. So that was my attempt at deconstructing a George Carlin comedy routine that caught my eye more than once. Caught my ear more than once, I should say. It's funny, when he made the comment about the turd being 27 pounds, he didn't get as big of a laugh from the audience. Because I guess they don't understand the 3 quadrants, okay? To make the P, the 17 rows and 9 columns to create a new 1. Okay, it's a bigger P. Okay? The first 5 cells make a P, a very small P, okay? It's a sideways 69 beside a 0. Underneath the sideways 69 is a 1, underneath the 0 is a 1, and underneath the other 1 is a 1, okay? It's a P. You make a bigger P because it's fractal, okay? Energy is scalable, and the cellular mathematics of creation is fractal, okay? And all the Radiohead album depicts is a 26 by 26 matrix, you know? 26 by 26 to be like, what, like a circled 26, maybe? A 27 pound piece of shit? Petrified shit, that is. So I'm trying to make education interesting. I'm trying to show you signs and symbols and everything, okay? But it's getting old and it's not working, so I need to come up with a new plan. And the last, like, 24 hours have really, like, you know, I'm exhausted from my job. I think I'm going to explore new avenues and maybe get the hell out of the CP. But, yeah, this is nonsense, guys. I don't need all this. You know? I'm about this close to go living at the Shepherds of Good Hope with nothing to make a point at this point. Anyway, I hope this helps. And if it didn't help and provoked some kind of moronic frustration or garbage that wants to come out your mouth directed at me to make me feel worse than I already do and always have, blow it out your ass! Cheers. I'm gonna make an amendment video, okay? So my K, the dash lines here, it was incorrect. I believe it's this way because I think it is centered on the 13. Because if our C ends here, I think our K would just be extended out. And it still makes 2 V's. 2 V's centered on a 13. It's a 5 and a 5 and a 1 going in and out of the plane, which is 11, okay? It's the 11th letter of your alphabet. I think this is more correct. Anyways, just throwing it in there, you know? Chop my head off, whatever. There's your Calvin Klein. There's your CK, or your 3 and 11, which is 33, which is the year that JC died at. 33 is just a 34. 33 circled once is a 34. I'm just, whatever, okay? The year outside of the cell is the year that that dude died at 33. Anyways, go Bibles. Yeah, that's fixed. Now everything's centered on 13. Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. Gotcha. Thanks, George.